On Sunday, September 22nd, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a vibrant cultural celebration at Nassau Veterans Coliseum on Long Island, New York, as part of his ongoing US visit. The event drew enthusiastic responses from community leaders and dignitaries. Celebrity chef Vikas Khanna expressed his excitement, saying Modi's presence energized the diaspora, while Sanjeev Joshipura, executive director of Diaspora, praised the Prime Minister's role in strengthening global ties. Priya, CEO and co-founder of Applauds Incorporate, highlighted Modi's leadership in shaping India's image on the world stage. Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudha Parik commended Modi's diplomatic efforts, emphasizing his growing influence in global politics. The event was covered by ITV Gold correspondents Piya Jyoti Kachru and Thirumal V. Jayaraman, alongside video journalists Sachin Ravindran and Kripa Ranjan. Take a look.
लगातार मजबूत हो रही है। हमारी पार्टनरशिप ग्लोबल गुड के लिए है। हम हर क्षेत्र में सहयोग बढ़ा रहे हैं और इसमें आपकी सहूलियत का भी ध्यान है। मैंने पिछले साल ये घोषणा की थी कि सिएटल में हमारी सरकार का नया कॉन्सुलेट खोलेगी। अब ये कॉन्सुलेट शुरू हो चुका है। मैंने 2 और कॉन्सुलेट खोलने के लिए आपके सुझाव मांगे थे। मुझे आपको ये बताते हुए खुशी है कि आपके सुझावों के बाद भारत ने बोस्टन और लॉस एंजलिस में 2 नए कॉन्सुलेट खोलने का निर्णय लिया है। मुझे यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ ह्यूस्टन में तिरुवल्लुवर चेयर ऑफ तमिल स्टडीज को अनाउंस करने की भी खुशी है। इससे महान तमिल संत तिरुवल्लुवर का दर्शन दुनिया तक पहुंचाने में और मदद मिलेगी। साथियों, आपका ये आयोजन वाकई शानदार रहा। यहाँ जो कल्चरल प्रोग्राम हुआ वो अद्भुत था। मुझे ये भी बताया गया है कि इस इवेंट के लिए हजारों लोग और भी आना चाहते थे, लेकिन वेन्यू छोटा पड़ गया। इन साथियों से मैं यहाँ मिल नहीं पाया, उनसे मैं क्षमा चाहता हूं। उन सभी से अगली बार मुलाकात होगी, किसी और दिन, किसी और वेन्यू पर। लेकिन मैं जानता हूं उत्साह ऐसा ही होगा, जोश ऐसा ही होगा। आप ऐसे ही स्वस्थ रहे, समृद्ध रहे, भारत अमेरिका दोस्ती को ऐसे ही मजबूत करते रहे। इसी कामना के साथ आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मेरे साथ बोलिए भारत माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
Well, I have to say that this really is a fan moment for me. And as soon as I've seen you a million times, you know, But I have spoken to you, I have interviewed you before also when you had that movie coming out, that Karthikeyan Amma. But today, I don't know, somehow I feel like this really is that moment. That
Absolutely.
But tell me, how do you feel? We are here at this grand event, Modi and US. So how do you feel?
I just feel that, the rise of Indian community in the last few years has been predominantly based on our unifying force. We figured out that how to support each other, financially support each other in ideas, in ideologies, and support each other for a way that we rise together. मुझे लगता है कि as an Indian living in America for most of my grown-up life, that when a wave rises, it elevates all the boats. This is what's happening to our community right now. We are in this beautiful position where we have so much of honor for our heritage, our ancestral values, and our cuisine. मैं अपना cuisine भी डाल देता हूँ बीच में.
बिल्कुल नहीं, congratulations to you, क्योंकि I mean if you guys don't know कि आज बंगलो के 6 महीने पूरे हो गए and the way it's doing, it's like amazing. तो वहाँ पे if you go there, तो वहाँ पे तो पहले जगह ही नहीं मिलती कि कहाँ बैठे हैं.
पर ना आपको बताता हूँ एक बात कि मैं कहाँ से आता हूँ. When you see the sparkle in my eyes, कि जब हम लोगों ने शुरू किया काम करना यहाँ पे, तो हमें अक्सर कहा जाता था गोरे शेफ्स के कहते थे कि आपकी क्यूजीन रियल नहीं है, ये गरीब लोगों का खाना है, सर्वाइवल फूड है ये. एंड आई यूज्ड टू कीप सेइंग इट्स सो सोफिस्टिकेटेड, डिटेल, हिस्टोरिकल, इवॉल्व्ड इन so many different aspects. Oh, but you guys are not Michelin worthy. And when we proved ourselves to be one of the first chefs in the Western world to consecutively win that honors for the country and the cuisine, you feel that the change was happening in the respect for the cuisine. And I feel that has all led to Bungalow के जब एक Indian restaurant पूरे अमेरिका के restaurants को beat करे on reservation systems. It's an honor for all of us. It's not my victory at Bungalow or my team's victory. It's the country's victory.
Absolutely. And इस बात पे मुझे याद आया कि आपने एक इंटरव्यू में कहा था कि लोग मुझसे प्यार नहीं करते. But I want to say that लोग definitely आपसे प्यार करते हैं. हमेशा आप उनकी ज़ुबान पे होते हैं, आप उनके दिल में हैं. और so why did you even say that?
वो पूरी बात आपने आधी बात बताई ना. The point was लोग मुझसे प्यार नहीं करते, मेरे खाने से प्यार करते हैं. That time I was just in my steel kitchens, just running that kitchen. People didn't even see. बहुत साल पहले अगर आप नोट करें तो एक चेंज आया है कि हम रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खाने जाते हैं तो हम जानते भी नहीं शेफ़ कौन है. Suddenly the chef oriented restaurants have just come out. It's very new to Indian cuisine.
Right.
And I'm proud to be one of the first on the planet कि जिसने कहा कि शेफ़ की कहानी भी मैटर करती है, वो क्या खाना बनाता है. वो उसकी पहले की बात थी कि मुझे देखा भी नहीं किसी ने और कह रहे यार ऐसा खाना तो मेरी दादी बनाती थी. तो मैं कहता था मुझसे नहीं प्यार करते, मेरे खाने से प्यार करते, मेरे को तो जानते भी नहीं है. एंड द थिंग्स चेंज्ड. Like the Western world or the French chefs or Italian chefs, it's chefs-oriented restaurants, which is amazing for India to take that lead now on this magnitude and in the toughest city in the world.
Absolutely, absolutely, it is. And my last question to you is any messages you want to give out to the Indian diaspora, whether it's your food, whether it's, anything else you want to say?
यही कहना चाहूँगा सबको कि हिंदुस्तान के वासी जो बाहर रहते हैं, we don't only represent ourselves, our last names, our cities, we represent our country. And anything we do is a reflection to who we are. And I feel that to be loud and proud Desi is the only way to go, because that pride is instilled in our first generation kids, which is necessary for our heritage in continuity to every thing we celebrate about India.
Absolutely. And I just love that loud and proud Desi, and we all are very proud of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, I'm sure the person who is next to me right now, I'm sure you all know him. That is Sanjeev Joshipura, right? Yeah. So tell me, I just want first impressions of Modi ji's speech first.
Thank you. Before the event, I had the chance to meet with Prime Minister Modi, and we presented to him the Diaspora Boston Consulting Impact Report, which really chronicles the positive impact that the Indian diaspora is having on the US-India corridor and on US society. And it was wonderful to hear him today, as he has done throughout his tenure, salute the Indian diaspora and acknowledge the contributions of the Indian diaspora in this space. Just a great feeling.
Wonderful. So tell me, how is this the kind of speech he gave? He talked about everything. How is that going to help, like India-US relationship?
So, it's Mr. Modi has come to the United States several times over the course of his 10 years now in India as Prime Minister, and even before that. And the fact of the matter is that India and US are in an era of convergence. The US side has been saying this at the very highest levels. The Indian side has been saying it. And it's not just that India and the US are well poised bilaterally. There were lots of initiatives announced. For example, yesterday at the bilateral meeting between Modi and Biden, there was a semiconductor announcement made that is of great importance to both militaries and militaries of allied countries. But in addition to that, it's about India and US together for the world. The Quad meeting yesterday, they announced a cancer screening project, which is very important not just for India and the US and for the Quad countries, but also for the world at large. So it's not just about India and the US, which are very strong partners, and that will continue and will increase and will improve, but it's also about what India and the US can do together for the world at large.
Wonderful. And I want you lastly to give out a message to all the youngsters. What would you want to tell them, especially, investing in India or doing something here for India?
There's no question that the Indian markets are well and truly open and welcoming. India is such a rising force in the world in terms of the global economy. 26 billion in remittances have been sent by the Indian diaspora from America to India. And India, private equity investments are going into India thick and fast from the US and other countries. So I think that if two countries that have shared interest, shared values, can collaborate more together in the artistic space, in the business space, in the cultural space, in the philanthropic space, academic realm, all of these things are happening. And if they continue and if they increase, that can only be good for the world at large. India and the US together, India and US as part of the Quad, is a force for good in the world.
Thank you so much and wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Well, I have with me that is Priya Samant, who is the CEO and founder of Abris.
Co-founder. Abris Inc., yeah.
Yes. What do you guys do?
So we specialize in AI technology and we have two products. One is in the real estate domain and one is in the agri-tech domain. And through agri-tech domain, we are impacting farmers right now in the SIDS nation, Trinidad and Tobago, starting with TNT.
So, Modi ji was talking today about the AI.
Yes.
So, what do you have to say about that?
Oh, it was so inspiring. I have spoken to many media channels and I said the combination that he kind of made the reference with AI, American Indians to artificial intelligence. American Indians are leading the world's largest companies that specialize in this technology. So it was very, very heartwarming because I am in that field to see that he referenced it. And, that signifies that how important role we as a diaspora is playing in the global, field, but also how AI technology is important and how it's going to change the landscape. Where many people who are, very conservative of what this technology will do, it's not going to displace the job, but it's going to complement the jobs where, upgrading of the skills will be required. But as any innovation comes into foreplay, there's always some disruption happens and there's always fear. But, as it stabilizes, people know how significant it is and how it's going to drive the change. It's same with the AI, where new job, streams will be created and there will be growth in all sectors.
As a woman entrepreneur, so tell me, do you have a lot of women there who are in AI?
As you know, and especially I come from India. I was born and raised in Mumbai. I studied tech. I studied engineering in India. Even in the late 90s, when, now you might know what my age is, but even in the late 90s when I was studying, we were always at the forefront of education and forefront of technology. And now as you come here and you see people are getting into the sectors and you are seeing a lot of women entrepreneurs there who are, coming and are playing a very, very significant role in technology. And, we are making sure that our presence is felt in all the rooms that we are part of and we get a seat at the table.
Absolutely. So, listening to Modi ji's speech, do you think, were you expecting that Modi ji is going to speak something more than this, or this was perfect?
I mean, see, at the times where we are, what the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji spoke was apt, because that is what is needed. As we say, the Summit of Future is happening right now. I was a part of it yesterday. I was at the UN yesterday, and Prime Minister is going to address on Monday, tomorrow. So what he spoke was very, very apt as how India is leading the role in green technology, because see, climate change is a very, very important issue right now. What great work India has done in that field, in the green technology, green infrastructure perspective, what from a food security perspective, how it is important. So he kind of has shown the role of India as well as the collaboration. So in 17 SDGs that we have, partnership is a very important SDG, and Prime Minister clearly iterated how important the partnership is for the world to thrive at large. And for me, India is very, very near and dear to my heart, because it's our motherland, but also our homeland. How this relationship is becoming so strong and vibrant was very, very important for all of us to see.
Wonderful, and wishing you all the best, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the time. Thank you.
Well, we have with us the grand sponsors of this event, that is Dr. Sudhir Parik and Mrs. Dr. Sudha Parik with us. So first of all, I want from both of you, we heard Modi ji's speech, reactions. What do you feel about
I
it?
think it was a great speech. I mean, he's a great orator, as we all agree. And he not only great orator, but he has a great voice, very convincing voice, as well as very emotional voice. And he knows how to tell the story of the development of the India, and he did it. And everyone enjoyed it. Everyone got kind of agree with it, and a lot of information he gave it to the people, how India is progressing and what will be the future of the India.
So do you think, like, with this kind of a speech, it will help in the growth of economic development in India?
Yes, of course, because if whatever he was narrating about digital revolution in India, tourism in India, medical tourism in India, obviously it will give and manufacturing in India, make in India. If that goes according to plan, then obviously the economy of the India will go further and faster.
So I want to ask you, what did you like best about Modi ji's speech?
I like the story of India. He narrated how India is developing from 2014 to 2024, and the way he was telling it was very interesting, very inspiring, and people were enjoying and shouting, and it was a really fun time to listen to him and listen to the audience who were participating and responding to his speech. So it was a great joy to know all about India and India's progress.
I actually want to congratulate both of you for this was all job very well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Jai Hind.